Alright, today we're going to be completing exercise number 2. Some things you're going to be doing in this one. Opening up a saved publication, which you've done before. But whether you start a blank one here and then open it up later, or you can click down here as well to open it up, and that'll give you that option as well. So we're going to be opening up some saved ones. Some specific things we're going to cover today that you want to pay attention to is, of course, the zoom tool, which you have had this one in the past, but something very specific to Publisher. Say I zoom in all the way. Something I can use that helps is just click View and Whole Page. And so whatever percentage it is. Because when you go to 100%, you'll notice it's not always your whole page, and I have to scroll to see it. So this is very useful to you. And then also something else we're going to be looking at is editing placeholders. Now, placeholders, we learned from PowerPoint, of course, are those boxes that hold objects, whether it's a picture, whether it's text. And so we're going to be working on editing those, because that's what Publisher is all about. Most templates are different objects that are preset on the page, and you edit the text in the objects. So let's go ahead and get started. So first step I need to do is open up Pub 02. So that's step number 2 in exercise number 2, the first part on page 13. So I'm going to open up that file, click on Browse to find it. I need to go through here to my data files. So you should have your Publisher data file saved somewhere. So let's do... I need to find mine because for some reason I actually forgot where mine are. There we go. Okay. So temp drives, let's see here, PV files, there we go, Publisher data files, and then Publisher number 2. So I'm going to open that up. You can see it looks like this, so just like illustration A on page 13 in your book, and I need to save it. So don't click the save icon, because otherwise it's just going to save what you already have. You got to click File, Save As to save it under a new name. And then I need to save in the proper folder as well. So you notice I have to switch. Go to Publisher right here where I've been saving it, and then give it the new name. Put my initials there, save. Now it says hide the task pane for step number 3. There's really no task pane that I want you to hide, so you can skip that step. Step number 4, zoom into 75%. It already actually is there for you, so don't worry about that. But the zoom tools are down here, or you can click on View and adjust it. Replace the heading text placeholder with Geology Club Meeting. So I'm going to do that. I click on my placeholder. You'll notice it highlights all the text, and I can just start typing, and it will get rid of the other text. So it makes it very easy for me. And then it says here for step number 6, replace the message text placeholder with the text as shown in illustration A. So you can see here Stevenson Hall, room 212. All I have to do is click on the placeholder, selects all of it for me, very good, and then I get rid of it, and by my typing. So February 22nd, so go ahead and type this information in. Remember, anytime we're working on the videos, if you need to pause it so that way you can get things done and then keep going with me, please do that. So you don't have to keep it running the whole time. Go ahead and pause if you need time to get caught up on a specific step. That's very important. Alright, you can see it looks like illustration A. Set the zoom to whole page. I'll click over on View and do it again just so you can see where it is in case you zoomed in. So our screens are pretty big, so we don't really have to worry about having to zoom in as much to see things. And then thing you need to do is print the flyer using the print dialog box. Now something very important with the exercises for this class. Anytime it tells you in the exercise to print, in the past I've said you need to just skip that step. Don't print it. Well, what you're going to be doing from now on is you're going to be printing it as a PDF file. So let me show you how to do that, explain it, and anytime it says in Publisher exercises to print something, you need to print it this way. And it's going to create a PDF file of it. So I'll show you what it is. Click on File, choose Print. And now when you have your different options of printers, most Windows computers are going to have the option, if you click on it, of Microsoft Print to PDF. So Microsoft Print to PDF. I want you to click on that, and what's going to happen is when you print this, it's going to create a PDF file copy as if you were to go and this was already printed out and you scanned it into your computer. So it's almost creating a PDF scan of your file, and that's what you need to do. So you're going to submit, for instance, in this exercise, 2 files to me, the 02 GEO, and then also you're going to save this PDF, and I'll show you what to name it. I click my print button, and you'll notice instead of printing, a new box comes up and it's showing me I need to save my file. So select the folder that you put it in. So this is the one. You'll notice I have a couple other ones here. Anytime you print the file, you need to name it the same thing you named the publication file. So I named this publication file 02 GEO and then underscore my initials. So I'm going to do the same thing for the PDF. So I'm going to click Save. And there you go. Now some computers, it'll give you a preview of it. I'm going to open it up so you can see it and get a preview of it. So I'm going to go down here. Here's my file. I have my publication. So that's the name of your each document and publisher, publication. And then I have my PDF. And if I open it, you can see right here, here's my digital scan or copy of it. So this is really convenient. And you're going to submit those 2 files. So make sure you do that every single time. So we're going to save the file here and move on to the on your own part of exercise number 2. So start publisher if necessary. We are going to do that. It's already opened up. Open the file 0pub2. Now I could do control and open, or or I'll click here, open, browse. I need to go to my specific folder that I have it stored in. Now something to keep in mind is that when you do go to get this file, it's not going to be in this list right here. You need to click in the on your own folder and get it. That's why the O is in front of it. Stands for it start with the on your own exercise. So 0pub02 or opub2. I'm going to open up that file, and here we go. I got my car wash. They chose purple for the color scheme, so it looks like the color scheme they chose was crocus, I guess, if that's how you say it. And then save it as, oh shoot, I need to click file save it as 02 wash. So I'm going to go to the folder I need. I'm actually going to do it this way, make it a little bit easier. 02 wash underscore and my initials, and then save the file. So that's step number 2 completed already. Step number 3, customize the text on the flyer to describe a car wash. So something to keep in mind, you see here in step number 4, if you do not need all the text placeholder box, delete the sample text from them, leaving them blank. So we're not going to use up all these text boxes necessarily with the information we have. So if we have anything extra, we can delete it, or at least the text that's in it. Leave the text box there in case you were to ever need it again. But alright, first off, we need to type in held by the women's rugby club at Cutler College. So I would put that in this text box right here. So held by the women's rugby club at Cutler College. And then also, you can see here there's a date and time, so let's type it up here. Notice I click on it, it highlights what's there, and then I'm going to start typing and it'll delete it. So May 5th, 22nd of this year, so 2017. Time is going to be 10 a.m. to, hang on a second, to 3 p.m. So we have that information in there, our time. The location, I'm going to put down, I'm going to get rid of this here and start typing it down. So 3722 Winford Way, and in the Stanley Crafts parking lot in Indianapolis, Indiana 46240. Phone number to call for more information. I'm just going to put down, there's no fax number or anything like that, so I'm going to put down the phone number to call for more information will go toward new team uniforms. And then I'm going to actually do this here is I'll add to this the proceeds will go toward new team uniforms. Alright, great. In business name, I'm going to put in Cutler College because that is technically Cutler College. The name of the business. And then, of course, it said get rid of any extra text you have. So I'll get rid of this one right here. And then there you go. The rest of it gives what needs to be presented. And then it says here for that's step 3 and 4 completed. I'm going to save it very quickly. And then it says step number 5, print the flyer. So let's do that again. So file, print. I select which printer I use. You'll notice it's in black and white. That's just because of how my printer is set up here in the computer lab. I click on it, choose Microsoft, print to PDF, and there we go. It goes back to color. Click print. And then I'm in the folder I need, and I'm going to save it with the proper name. So whatever we're supposed to name this file, so 02 wash underscore CR, so my initials. And there you go. You finish exercise number 2. Make sure to hand it in on the flash drive. Now remember, you're going to have a total of 4 files because you have 2 PDF prints, one of each file, or each publication, and then you have 2 publications from the first part and also the on your own. So, and that is the end of exercise number 2, which is on page 13 and 14 of your textbook.